through those again. We'll keep it far away from the party.
Don't think of it.
Set up frost traps over here on the right side of the doorway. A few mages can pull them across that. It looks like a bunch are dead.
Yeah, looks like they're all coming back.
Alright, so not too bad at all.
Okay, right about where I'm at.
3, 4, 5.
Mages, you should be able to be here. Same thing with warlocks. Orange circle.
Which direction we count off clockwise?
I said to the right, then Jet set up to the left. So to the left.
Well, I did this because this is our range. So we can do
right, but if you do it this way, you don't have this weird lip right here.
He's dropping slimes!
Okay, right, orange. Respawns in the room.
It's not respawn. Grabulus threw him at us.
More like Grabulus.
Grabulus threw him at us.
Oh yeah, the pipe's just above us, isn't it?
He was standing there staring at us, and then he threw some crap at us. And walked off.
Zach, you are not prepared.
Can he stare at us with the eyes?
Well, he can't talk shit to us with that thing on his face. So he just does that shit.
Yeah, because I have a feeling the star may pull down.
Well, if we do, there's only 5 of those slimes. Just made up a little bit, we'll just pull. Mage it with J-Tor over there with the circle on his head so we can practice this, so you get an idea. I'm gonna take off Thunder Fury for this and just grab the boss and pull him to the left for us to kill, who aren't part of the AoE group.
Yeah, mages, warlocks, get on the orange circle. We should be able to be right there in the doorway.
And hunters as well. You said Volley has a pretty long range.
41 yards.
Save Volley for this pack. Alright. Let's see how close I can get to piss him off.
Right where I'm standing, I can hit the entrance with
fire. AoE's guys.
Though I'm healthy.
Just keep backing up in AoE.
One's on Dan.
Watch out, guys. One coming through.
Yeah, definitely doable. We'll go with that in the future.
Yay!
Alright, go ahead and kill this star. And then we'll see who's unable to make jumps.
me.
Sledge.
Yay!
Who's durability at?
I think it's
43% for range.
35.
47%.
Y'all aren't even trying to jump.
Just taking a dip.
You have, I was gonna say, you have to jump over, otherwise it's painful.
I did
I
try.
thought I one-shot you.
No, that's the little slide.
By that dance thing and it dropped down to like 4%.
I saw someone trying to see how long it take them to die. Just standing there.
All right, someone can remind us what we're doing with these next packs. I forget what the scientists do. I know the monstrosities suck, and the scientists probably have to be killed first.
Definitely facing away from the ray. Get ready for wind build. The monstrosities, chain lightning, fear. Scientist, heal, and mana burn. Fear ward on the tank. Keep interrupting.
Do we want to pull that 4-pack of golems in case of a fear?
Yeah. They do an AoE stun, so just beware.
I can hit them from here about.
Okay.
You ready?
Nope. Tanks, get your targets. We gotta keep them spread as best we can. Don't go any more to our right. Patchwork bats there.
Let them hit them, and then focus targets.
Ugh, stun. Sorry guys, the stuns messed me up there. Buzzy back, but up out of the
Do
range.
the X, do the X. Take out the X.
Don't go any further, Fuzzy.
Back up.
Alright, Jed, how do you want to kill these?
Fear ward on the tanks. Let's take out surgical assistance to mind flay. Kill the scientist first.
Can any of them be CC'd or no?
I don't know if the monstrosities can be shackled or not. Then the surgical assistants are just, they all do mind flay, so we can get them. Shit, on the left side of the ray though.
We're gonna fight over there or fight over here?
Yeah, we're gonna, what to do? Their mind flay is gonna come this way.
Right. I would say near this side, but on the other side of the river here. Just because we don't want to get feared from that group to the back right.
About where Rit is. Get everybody over there.
Yeah, about where red is. But this is a lot of tank targets, so I want to know how you want to do this. Do we need our DPS warriors again?
Yeah, the DPS warriors should be able to handle the surgical assistance. Yes, Mark. The scientists gotta go down. And their heals and mana burns, yes.
We caught them, right?
Should be able to.
Should we single target mages on?
Yes. Yes, we have to burn down each one individually with the max.
We have like an assigned mage on square decks and things like each time they try to cast, we have this one counter spell they're healing.
I don't. This is
I don't
tough.
think so yet. I think we try pure burst. Yeah, interrupt the one we're targeting, but just burst him down with 50k.
This is another one. Make sure we have some kind of white protection up.
Someone's gonna have to tank the monstrosity. Do some damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the monstrosity just because I remember that hitting hard.
I'll take the skull.
Hitch on skull.
What aura?
Devo. Shadow buffs on the raid too. That'll help against the one.
I just don't remember how to do this group because there's 9 targets.
10 saber charges.
I mean, they have 42k health, the small guys, 50k health on the big ones. All right, let's Tanko, if you can grab the star, Rit, I'm gonna have you on the circle. I'll have you on the diamond. Rooster, I'm gonna have you on the triangle. I have to see how we can do this beyond that. Hincher on skull, and let's put Olaf on the Doc on the square. Fuzzy, there's one on Mart, I think. The moon, actually.
The moon. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Who's on the monstrosity?
I am.
Okay.
Let's see how quickly these go down. Maybe we can just group them up in AoE. But let's see how this goes. Everyone's got their targets. Let's give it a shot.
Get him.
I couldn't interrupt my play. Can't interrupt the mind play.
Oh, they're
Yep.
dropping lightning totems.
Yeah, lightning totem. Yeah, I do not know how to do these groups.
We gotta kill the totems. We
They got
3k.
3,500 health, yeah.
Those totems are terrible.
We have to kill them first, right? Or every time they are laid out.
I didn't resist any of that mind play.
Weird.
Finish the X if you can.
It's only like, I feel like the only way to get it done is to just go up in AoE, like there's so much cheat that makes everything impossible.
We got a lot of help to be AoE.
The little guys?
Yep.
Hey, we pull
The
them
little
out.
guys have 42k, the scientists have 50k, and the monstrosity has 45k.
Are we running back?
Yes.
That's 3 times, almost 4 times the amount the little slimes had.
You can't really tank the little guys because they just channel mind flay on people.
Yeah.
Our AoE damage is roughly 13 to 15k per second.
I say we AoE nuke all the little guys. The tanks only worry about picking up the big guys that are going to melee somebody to death. And as soon as all the little things are dead, then we individually target the big stuff.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the best strategy.
Just everybody nuke like crazy on the little guys. Let the tanks use all their taunts and threat generating stuff on the big stuff. And then by the time we're done killing the little stuff, they'll have threat on the big stuff and we'll single target.
Flame strike, blast, wave, arcane explosion.
So you guys are resurrecting in there, it looks like.
Should we zone in?
I'd say no.
Multiple people already have. And the little group full of slimes has respawned.
That's not good.
I had to reload my UI. I have a release spare button.
Somebody got too close.
There's only one sewage slime there. Help Fuzzy.
And I'm dead.
Yes,
Yeah, you
come
can
in.
We're tanking one storm.
Come on, Gorkam, I see you. Follow me.
Stay in this room. Definitely gonna
Yeah, I'm at 12%.
And we're going to want to do a bot before we keep doing these polls. It looks like there's enough in that room, though. If we can do it just right, we can get the quest done. So let's try to focus on that before we call.
How many people are over there?
About a dozen. Yeah, I think people that are still over there, patchwork, have to die and come down. Get naked.
As much as you can.
Why we got warlocks over here? Why don't we summon you guys? Summon you past all the slimes. We'll summon you right here to patchwork and drop a repair bot and do this thing.
You got enough shards for that? Well, let's summon.
Yeah,
Summon
we
us
got
all
half
over
the
there
raid
if
is
we
over.
can.
Yeah, half the raid's at patchwork.
Yeah, I can't see who's over there, so.
Okay, please type 1, 2, 3 to be summoned by me.
Yeah, there's like 12 over here.
I wonder if that's going to be too much.
The locks are all already over here, Gorkam.
If you cross this river here, I'm gonna die though. As long as some of us are already over.
I see that. The gap is clearing people with somebody else.
Just that whisper.
All right, so what I'm seeing here for these packs in general, the living monstrosity needs to die first. He's the one dropping the totems. He needs to be tanked away from the group as much as possible and burned down as quick as possible. Rogues, paladins, Taurens, it says on this list, can keep mad scientists in stun lock. They can be stunned because they burn mana.
The casters peel off with you and then take down Skull.
Everyone needs to kill Skull, except for the ones that are trying to keep the mad scientists in check, because they can be stunned. And they do mana burn. After we kill the monstrosity, we kill the assistants, and then kill the scientists. The scientists hit harder, on average, than the assistants, so those ones need to be tanked. Assistance randomly targets someone with Mind Flay, which does low damage. So, Mind Flay not as important. It does stun someone, but it doesn't hit as hard. So we need our tanks on the mad scientists.
Lufa, I'm here! No!
know, I just saw it.
The only people not here are Val, Olafda, Fuzzy, Ilzen, Aldridge, Gorcom, and Dane.
I'm here.
They're on the other side of the river.
Hunters, if you turn on aspect of the pack, I think that'll help us jump over the little river thing without actually hitting it.
So we're doing a single target, and then at the end, when the scientists are left, we AoE him down. If we have him.
Yeah. What it looks like is Monstrosity needs to die first because he has the shitty totems. He only has 45k health, so we should be able to burn him quick. Then we kill the scientists, then the assistants. We need to stun lock the scientists as much as we can, so make sure that we have rogues and our ret pallies be helping out on those mad scientists just to keep them stunned for the first little bit.
Should we be focusing on them from the start or always monstrosity? Everyone.
If you are a class that can stun, you're going to be on the mad scientist to start. Everyone else needs to be on the monstrosity to burn it down as quick as possible.
So
that's what I'm seeing here. So we'll see if this strat works.
Yeah, the aspect of the pack thing didn't seem to work, so you can take that off.
Fuzzy, Ilzen, Denarius, and Olaf are not here. My push to talk's working. You can use you can mouse over the arrow on your mini map and see who's not here. Not here.
Hey Hinch, since I can stun, I'm going to be on that scientist if you want to take the monstrosity to help burn it down quick. So I will take the unmarked scientist. Hinch is going to be on the monstrosity. Like I said, if you're a class that can stun, please be on the mad scientist to start. Everyone else, burn down the living monstrosity as much as possible. They are tauntable, so Hinch will keep hold of it, but if we burn it down quick, we can handle this fight.
Is the monstrosity stunnable or stoppable from dropping totals?
Not that I see.
You want me to pull him to the right?
If you're able to, yeah. Just as much as possible, I'd rush in there, taunt, pull him over to the right. Make sure we have shadow buffs and fear ward on the tanks at least, but definitely. What was that, Sin? Sorry, you're talking over me.
Sorry, Group 3's Hunter still has aspect of the pack on. Thank you.
Right, just waiting for mana up and then we'll give us another shot. This is the way to do it. What was that?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, what is it, Olaf?
I was just going to ask if we were going to do a repair bot first.
Aldred, can you drop a bot? Scoot away from the wall a little bit, everyone. Scoot to the right. There you go.
We had one.
Alright, I don't want to waste too much time in here. Let's see if we can get these packs down. Please repair really quick if you haven't yet. see all those deeps. I want to see that monstrosity die. Alright, everyone is ready. Tanks, let's do this. Kill. Kill that monstrosity. Good job. Kill the scientist. Stun him if you can. Is just annoying more than anything else. I can
As long as you have two of them.
right.
Yeah. That lightning.
Very good.
I'm curious if we kill the monstrosity and then wipe respawn. Like, don't kill the rest of them. Because we could cheese it that way.
I don't have enough gold to
That's a
cheese
lot
that.
of money.
Seriously.
I feel like that worked just fine. Let's do that again.
I see 5 in this room, so we should be able to do it as long as we focus up, guys.
Did you guys already kill the death captains in 1 of the weeks?
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm.
Last Sunday. Did all but this.
Holy, why are you naked?
Alright. Same as last time. Everyone burn down the skull unless your class is going to be on the Mad Scientists. Olaf X, Doc Square, Fuzzy Moon, and I'll be on Triangle for this.
I don't have a fear ward and my death wish is down this time. So good luck.
We have a fear ward on each.
I think it's on cooldown. You just pull one on the dock.
It's only 30 seconds to cool down.
Alright, I'm good.
Alright, kill. Kill the monstrosity. What was that noise?
I was about to say someone was on me, but it...
See if you can AoE these now. Maybe now's the time to try it. Yes, die, trash.
I like the
Maybe
trash
Yoda?
that you are.
There we go, guys. Now we're looking like a raid team. Boom.
I just like running.
We got it on farm.
Nobody died. That is much better.
You better start knocking on wood right now.
Okay.
Belcher. Turn away from the ring.
Misaki's stunned.
My Hodge is down.
Run, Mal, run.
Ha ha ha! Thanks, man. I mean, raid mommy. Alright, make sure Hinch has a fear ward, and let's do it again. Make that monstrosity regret living, or unliving.
What?
He's undead.
So there's more on this.
Don't get close to the river. Don't get feared to the river like I am.
Okay.
Here we. So lightning totem here. Cool.
That's a lot easier.
Still recharging.
Alright, gotta stay away from the river going forward.
Stay away from the river.
You're good while it's going the other way.
As soon as we can get that pat, we should be able to pack in this corner on pull. If I can get a hunter up here to pull this when it comes around, it gets away from that other group.
This door.
Okay.
Go down.
Go down. Sledge on the ground.
I'm stuck on a loading screen.
No.
Alright guys, as soon as this pull happens, go to the left. So run into the pillar. It looks like Boomkin made it around if you're able to get over there already.
You can just walk behind the cart.
I know it's a little tight for camera angles, but we don't want to get feared.
Here they come.
Incoming.
That was close.
Not shooting anyone though.
Nice save.
It's not ready yet.
More in the quest then.
Hey.
We got
For
one
some
more
of
left.
us.
Raven is going to be another star.
Okay, hang on, grabbing mana real quick.
Watch out, guys.
You're in trouble now.
All right, fourth first, same as the first three. Kill it. Go.
Lightning totem.
Patch is coming back, get against the wall. All right, who wants to go down in the blaze of glory on Patchwork?
Yes!
One shot patchwork.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
No explanations, just pull.
That would be fun.
The off tanks are going to be getting smashed.
Guesswork on patchwork.
Tanks for this fight, please make sure you have your highest armor and mitigation gear on.
And as much health buffs as you can get.
I don't know if it does it in Classic, but it did it in Wrath, that the off tank, every time they got hit by it, if they were the soaking, whatever the stupid strike is, their threat would spike super high also. So the one that's actively tanking and the one that's not actively tanking, the non-active tanking one's threat gets out of control, like every time he gets hit by the thing. And I don't know if that's on purpose, so the tanks get forced to swap back and forth, but I remember it would shoot the off tanks.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to end up with this. Really, it's going to come down to our 4 tanks watching their threat. So just so people understand what's going on here, there's a little bit of a, let's call it a table, if you will, a flow chart. That's what I'm looking for. If you are in melee, you will get hit. But keep in mind, the flow chart is, it's going to be in melee range, highest 4 on threat. So that's why we want our 4 tanks to be highest on threat. So melee, health pools do come into this a little bit. So we tank him near the slime river. So you can step into the slime river to knock down your health points. That way he doesn't try to target you. Also, and make sure you're not constantly hitting him. So tanks, it's really going to come down to us to make sure that we're watching this. If you get hit and like Red said, your threat spikes, stop attacking. You have to know when to stop attacking. You had to make sure you're above all the other melee.
So melee needs to be 5th on threat or below, or they're going to die, basically.
Lower health.
And lower health.
How about range?
You guys don't have a hard job at all. You basically stand there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hardest threats, or the hardest jobs are going to come to our healers because they need to be very much on top of this. Because Hateful Strike is the big ability. It's very straightforward, but it does a stupid amount of damage. It could one-shot our tanks. This is when we'll find out.
He also does it every 1.2 seconds or 1.3 seconds.
Yeah.
The other thing for the healers that's very important is keep the tanks healed. Don't be topping the melee all the way up to 100%. Keep them alive, but don't.
And that's what we were talking about with the slime river. So melee can stand in the river really quick, go in and out like we did before, like you're trying to jump over it. And it'll knock you down to half health. So it's in melee range, top 4 threat, also your health pool. So just keep an eye on threat meters for this, melee and tanks. It's basic.
As an off tank, I want to be, let's see, top 4 on threat, but not top threat, right?
Unless you're main tank.
Right.
The risk you will run is you'll get Hateful Strike. I think that's what it's called, right? And then you'll shoot up in threat above the active tank, and then Patrick will melee you, and you're going to die.
Basically,
so the Hateful Strike screw you.
There is 3 mechanics to that Hateful Strike. It will only target players in melee range. It will only target players between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th on threat, and it will only target the player with the most health.
Make sure we have white protection up. We should get a pull. He's got a very long path.
it will never hit the person with the most threat, so the main tank is taking the melee damage of the fight, so they're the only one that are going to consistently be getting threat, but they also won't be taking as much damage. Like Hinch says, it goes off every 1.5 to 2 seconds, so healers, you got to top off the off tanks at all times. Because it's only melee range damage dealers, you're fine to pump as much threat as you want, just as long as you don't pass the main tank. So, Doc and Fuzzy should definitely be OTs, because they have higher health pool, so they can soak the strikes. Olaf, what's your health pool?
He's at 7,900.
Yep. Okay, so I'll start us off, because I have the lowest right now. I ran out of my consumes. Sorry, we're going to let him do one more. Yeah, so like I said, healers, it's got to be like on the spot within a second, heal the off tanks back to full.
It's a DPS race.
I mean, there's enough
threat.
There's enough of them that everybody, they could all get the Hateful Strike, step out, make sure they're full health, then come back in so they don't get double hateful.
But there's a good chance they'll target one of the melee then.
Lock on the left side, everyone else on the right, and then if it's a DPS race, we're good.
It's got to stay underneath their threat. Shouldn't be hard, but if you start getting some crazy ignites, you might need a Frostbolt to drop it.
I think the Hateful is going to shoot them up really high. I think range is going to...
It should.
Melee is going to be the ones that are going to have to watch it.
Just in case, because if you have an ignite that goes on for a long time, he's aiming for 50k, he may have a chance.
Tanks, group up.
You guys are going to take next to the river so melee can stand in it.
Correct. I'm going to try to take him right about here because he's going to run across the river.
Range, we just
but our OTs
stay back here as a ball.
OTs, be ready to start taking Hateful Strikes right away. Healers, be ready to start healing them right away. We can do it with
standing on Val the whole time.
We can do it where there's no melee in at first, so you can see this mechanic really quick. All right, you ready?
To watch it.
Please don't heal Elsa back to full when he's trying to get himself low.
Yeah, don't heal the melee to let us stay at half. Just off tanks, and tanks.
You're just dead. Fuzzy's dead.
Legit, don't heal the melee. Stop healing me.
Heal the tanks, only the tank. It is a lot of tank damage. That's what this fight is notorious for.
Just like Twin M's do. Play and everybody else is the same.
Blaze of glory.
There's white protection.
There he goes. It's just heavy tank healing. Right, there's no other damage, right? Just huge tank damage, that's it. I didn't see any other damage. Don't kill melee that are trying to keep their health low on purpose.
I got Hateful Strike for about 9,400.
Yeah, it's a gear check for our tanks.
Put all your stuff on, shields, everything. Because you don't need to do threat, you don't need to do damage, you just have to soak.
Take the death.
Probably we need warlocks in the tank groups and that stuff. They're gonna have 10k health or better, it looks like.
We'll probably need flasks for the tanks. We're gonna definitely need the amp buff.
Don't run in. We have
to our off tanks and tank channel. If you could type out how much the Hateful Strike hit you for.
let's see, I gotta add the overkill, right?
Yep.
Well, and it probably varied, like, depending on if you had a priest armor buff on you. Like, if priests are dropping, there's a bunch of healer buffs that you get when you get healed.
I think for 4,400 and a 19,000 overkill. It's at 23,000.
Should probably take Harry out of group 1 and put one of the other tanks with Holy so we can have Devo. Olaf and myself are hitting hit for about 7.5 to 8k. Hinch, did you take more than one Hateful Strike or only the one?
Just the one. I only got one shot.
Do you know if you had Devo, did Saul have that up?
I should have been running.
Yeah, Doc's about the same average. Well, that's the mechanic there, Olaf, because you have higher health pools. Remember?
Oh, I also think I lived longer too. Yeah, so I was alive to take. So I think I took those 4.
Right. You also took a little bit less damage than Fuzzy. We only have the 1 on Fuzzy though. So again, we'll have to make sure that the OTs and the main tank get Devo aura. So as long as Saul and Holy are standing close to us, we should get Devo. Close-ish.
It would be a whole lot better. The extra 500 health, I guess.
Zanza, you need a flask. What are you guys at to kick
I think I'm
It'll
86.
take a lot to get me there.
Yeah. I need a flask and Zanza to get to 10k. I was sitting, like the healers have no problem keeping me up, and I was at 8k. I took a Hateful Strike at the end there for 7.5.
Yeah,
But I am also the midi tank, so I take a little bit less damage on those things.
All the midi tanks need to be taking the Hatefuls. It's just gonna get wrecked.
This one's all about mitigation. This is where, if you have prop warrior, pay off. That'll be this one.
Well, Duh took a Hateful Strike, but it missed. Then he got hit for 12k.
So it was interesting to see nonetheless. We'll definitely get one more pull in here once we buff up. Let's make sure we have Devo Aura on and Pallies are close enough to our tanks. The other things just to keep in mind, Enrage happens at 5%, so tanks save your shield wall for Enrage. We have that last 5 seconds to really push him through. If you guys didn't notice, he has, 5 million health points?
Yeah, 4 million. We got him down to 85%.
This is one long fight.
It isn't that long, honestly. Like you saw, it was moving pretty quick. The problem is that it is not only a gear check, but it's about knowing the mechanic of Hateful Strike and healing immediately. It's all getting that timing down. How many imps do we have, Orlok, for that? Alright, groups 1 and 2, Orlok and Zell, if you two could have imp out and after patch, we're going to have to let them pat away. We'll get set up and make sure we have Devo and imp.
So I put on a couple pieces of judgment gear, and it gives me another extra 10 yards of aura too.
We basically need 3 OTs in a main tank, so it's a 4-tank fight. And that's if they all survive.
going all out on stam food this time. Stam consumes, I should say.
Alright, again, I'm going to take them about here if we can get Imps and Devo near the tanks, just to make sure we have this for this next pull.
And I said the twin imps for the healers just because it's like when you're healing the warlocks. You have the warriors, make sure you have targeted targets so you know when your target changes, but you gotta keep them up. Yeah, Seal the Dawn helps.
Luckily, you don't have to worry about standing in anything or anything falling from the skies. It's literally like just handling the hateful strike.
Stealth would love that confident.
Much damage.
This fight's a tank and DPS check.
Need a Devo for Group 2. Group 2 should have Devo. I was just standing a little bit back. Do you have it soon? Got it.
Oldie, can you get a little bit closer for Devo? Holy Diva, I need you close so I can get your armor. Not yet. There we go, got it. Well, that's probably too close. Alright, 10, 8, 12 now. I also have 20% dodge and 20% block, so we'll see how it works. Alright, let's do it. Incoming healers.
Kel'Thuzad make patchwork his avatar of war.
Ah. That was a love point threat. It's hinge point threat.
Got splatted.
Oh, everybody's dead. Sorry, I was trying not to get behind. How much time do I have to wait to get top 4?
As long as the melee don't run in right away.
You don't have to do crap. As soon as you get hateful, your threat's
hang
going to be up
Hang
there.
on, please. Val, go ahead.
I was just saying, melee don't have to run in right away. It's just enough to let me get a little bit of room first. You can start doing melee, don't start throwing in sunders or any abilities yet. We just gotta establish the main tank. Unfortunately there, we had threat getting built before I built threat.
Okay, I'll kind of treat it like the second boss in BWL then. As long as melee are giving us time and stuff, I'll just do a couple of, let you watch a couple of yours. Just, okay, got it, thanks.
Yeah, I think we need to at least get on his threat table by doing something. But since we have so much health, he's going to target us anyways. So like our threat doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I mean, you can literally, if you want to, go in and for you and Hinge, burn Demo Shout, for example. That will get you on his threat table, and also, just in case you crit, it means, you know, with like a melee swing, it means you won't jump ahead of me if you just do Demo instead.
Yeah,
good. Yeah, Doc is using Fairy Fire, that's perfect. It was just that time, unfortunately, you two jumped right ahead of me. I think it's just because of your sword.
I started a shield slam, actually. I was like, I gotta get in there. I get it now. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that might happen. That time I took a Hateful Strike for 7,000 even. And the one before that was 7-1, so Devo definitely helped there. I don't know if I was just missing it last time.
Yeah, and what I was saying, when we used to do this, 10k was our marker, right? We had to have 10k health or more. That way you could take a 7,500 hit. You guys are pretty high at the flask.
For sure. I mean, it's still, we got eyes on patch tonight. We got the quest done for some people. Like, mission accomplished. We got Huygen down. And now we know how to do these packs. Like, that was the big win tonight. Like, it was so much smoother.
Quest done.
RNG, I've already got a res on Just Bar, it's almost finished.
Once we get everybody rezzed up, we'll be in the raid today.
Sad face.
Sad.
We're gonna
Little sun juice fruit.
We're gonna make sure that we try to get some flasks for next week to take out patch. I think we can definitely do it. It's just a matter of just making sure we're giving ourselves as much cushion as possible.
You can get the Greater Mark of the Dawn from Stormwind. Gives you a stamina buff. I forget exactly how much, but it helps.
20
400 for the greater.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Free, so you can use it, destroy it, get 3 more.
Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking around, putting in the time tonight, getting Huygen down, and coming in here, and we can definitely get the patch.
Well, the good thing about casting DI, you don't lose durability if you do it.
Get an eye forward point.
Tanks, please go through whatever gear you may have in the bank and just try and build your highest health, highest mitigation set. Make that your patchwork set.